They probably won't see him again until either the hearing or if he gets to come home.
Right now on Apple Valley News Now, live at 6.
The co-owner of Kennewick's Hibachi Explosion, who was detained by ICE, was in court today. We'll hear from his wife about how it went.
Plus, the wind did not help a wildfire that broke out on the Yakima Training Center grounds over the weekend. We'll have the very latest.
Then,
tuition fees and stipend for books and materials.
A new bill signed into law by Governor Ferguson will help college-bound students. We're talking to Columbia Basin College about it.
And it was a stormy weekend. Will that be the story this week?
From the Columbia Basin to the Yakima Valley, we've got cloudy skies, gusty winds, and potential for some more thunderstorms. The news at 6 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6 on your side.
Good evening, and thank you so much for joining us for Apple Valley News Now live at 6. I'm Wendy Redmond.
And I'm Austin Reed. Good to see you on this Monday. All right, we start with a follow-up. A Tri-Cities mother and 3 kids have been left without their dad and husband since April.
When Gabby and her husband Sergio went to what they thought would be a regular appointment for his petition for citizenship through marriage, Sergio ended up being detained.
After court today, Apple Valley News Now's Monique Ledesma reports where Gabby and her husband now stand.
On Monday morning, Gabby Sergio hit the road and traveled to Tacoma in hopes to reunite with her husband. She also was hoping for a hearing date for her husband's case, but Sergio says it wasn't the outcome they were looking forward to yet again.
I'm disappointed, so that he's not going to be able to come with us, but I'm lucky that the hearing is only like a few weeks away.
Sergio says there's still hope he will be released and come home.
So the final hearing will establish whether he can gain some sort of like residency here. If it will be the final decision like by the federal judge. If they deny his case, then he will be deported back to Mexico.
Until then, Sergio says she's taking it step by step.
We're just updating some information with the lawyers and just continuing to go day by day.
For their 2 youngest children, Monday morning was the first time they got to see their dad since detained back in April.
So it was really good, I feel like, for them, because they probably won't see him again until either the hearing or if he gets to come home.
Sergio says it's family and the support of others that is helping her through this time.
My kids and still being able to like connect with him.
Sergio says she believes her husband shouldn't be detained.
They say, well, he's a felon because, he crossed that border. Okay, yes, that it was illegal. Yes, I know, but nothing, since my husband is not a felon. Like, he does not have any felonies. He's not a criminal. Like, he didn't murder anybody. He's like, so my husband's not a criminal.
Sergio says she's looking forward to her husband being home and getting some sort of residency.
So we don't have to worry about this ever again. And I'm hoping that the judge will see him and see that he's not actually a bad person. And he can come home to us and our kids, and I'll have like my others like half and support back.
Whether Sergio obtains citizenship or is sent away from his family will be decided at his final hearing on June 13th. Monique Ledesma, Apple Valley News Now.
Sergio says for anyone looking to support the family at this time to stop by their family food truck, Hibachi Explosion, in Kennewick. The Supreme Court is allowing the Trump administration to move toward ending temporary deportation protections for potentially hundreds of thousands of Venezuelans. The High Court considered the issue of humanitarian relief called temporary protected status for Venezuelan migrants. A group representing Venezuelan nationals argued in part that the decision was motivated by racial and political hostility. The Homeland Security Secretary took action earlier this year to end TPS for more than 300,000 Venezuelans in the U.S. Those protections are scheduled to end next week.
Now to Fire Watch. Firefighters in Kittitas County returned home after battling several large brush fires Sunday at the Yakima Training Center. Look at this video. The call for mutual aid came in early in the afternoon. Fire crews from around Kittitas County responded. It took a few hours to get to the fires, which were spreading rapidly due to those windy conditions. Now, according to the Yakima Training Center, about 1,100 acres burned. Officials say the fire started over training activities. Nobody was hurt and no structures were damaged in the blazes. Kittitas County has been dealing with excessive wind for the last several days, and much of our region has seen some significant rain in some spots.
But is all of that about to change? Apple Valley News Now's First Alert Stacy Lee joins us now with a quick look at the forecast. Hey there, Stacy.
It's always changing, guys, and yeah, we had 3/4 of an inch of rain this Saturday in the Tri-Cities alone, so that set a record over the weekend. Right now, live look outside in Yakima and Tri-Cities, and we're seeing some breezy, gusty winds, those cameras bouncing around. Remember the Apple Valley News Now weather app. That's what you need. It'll keep you right up to date and let you know when those storms are heading through the area. So we'll continue to see those breezy winds tonight and into tomorrow. Temperatures on the mild side below our average for this time of year. And again, taking a look at those wind gusts all through the area. Pretty windy this evening. Plus, we're tracking potential thunderstorm or two, which could happen. Winds will continue to gust at these levels through about 11 o'clock tonight, and then we'll start to get a break. Planning your evening, 50s and 60s with potential for some thunder showers towards the foothills of the Blues, Walla Walla area. And we've got your increasing clouds, slight chance of showers, mild for Tuesday and Wednesday, and the winds will start to calm down finally. More showers, though, develop for Thursday and Friday. And get ready. It's going to be a pretty nice holiday weekend as we head towards Memorial Day. I'll give you that weekend forecast coming up. Austin, Wendy.
Kennewick police arrested a man after they say he set his own car on fire in Columbia Park. It happened Friday just before midnight. Officers and fire crews from Kennewick responded to the Columbia Park East boat launch for reports of a car on fire. Investigators say the owner of that car, who happened to also be the one who reported it on fire, lit it himself using gasoline and a lighter. He was arrested and taken to jail on suspicion of arson. The car is a total loss.
And take a look at this vehicle. It's not that easy to identify, but maybe you have a clue. The Benton County Sheriff's Office says they are trying to find the owner of this car. Deputies were called to a report of a vehicle on fire in the area of Locust Grove and Amon Road early this morning around 1:30. The vehicle, a total loss, but the owner nowhere to be found. So if you have any information, call the Benton County Sheriff's Office.
Umatilla County Sheriff Terry Rowan's blood alcohol concentration was more than twice the legal limit when he was stopped and arrested Friday night. That's according to the Gillum County Sheriff's Office. It happened on I-84 just after 7 p.m. We're told Sheriff Rowan was off duty at the time. According to the deputy, Rowan failed field sobriety tests and then gave a sample of his breath at the Arlington office, which came back at .19. Rowan's court date hasn't been set just yet. He did release a statement saying, in part, "I've been navigating some personal challenges, but I know that does not excuse the impact this has had on my constituents and the community." A child pornography case that has been going on since 2017 in the Tri-Cities finally has a resolution. Last month, Ian Ireland pleaded guilty to 2 counts of first-degree possession of child porn. An investigation showed Ireland, who lived in Richland at the time, had more than 250 images and videos. According to documentation obtained by Apple Valley News Now, Ireland has been living and working in the Tri-Cities area since his arrest and release, pending the court case. Officials say he is cooperating and is willing to participate in any treatment ordered by the court. Today, he was sentenced to nearly 3 years in prison. Once released, he will serve 3 years of probation and is ordered to pay fines of $2,000.
Turning to business news, ports across the country are facing a dramatic slowdown in cargo, but they could see the exact opposite in a matter of weeks.
Ivan Rodriguez reports as of last Wednesday, cargo leaving China bound for the U.S. will now carry a drastically lower tariff rate.
A little over a week ago, the Port of Seattle had 0 ships docked. but things are already looking different.
Looking out over the bay right now, we have about 4 container ships in. We've got a grain vessel at anchor right now, and so we're pretty busy right now.
For the next 90 days, cargo leaving China and entering the U.S. will carry a 30% tariff rate instead of the previous 145% tariff. Ryan Calkins, Commission Vice President for the Port of Seattle, predicts retailers are going to take advantage of the lower tariff, which means U.S. ports are likely to get busier.
We anticipate that by midsummer that we're going to see a surge. We're going to need to staff up significantly.
Retailers made a similar move before the first wave of tariffs took effect in April, stockpiling imports in March.
We've seen in our business roughly a 30 to 40% decrease in volumes coming out of China into the US. A large part of that, if not the entirety, is a result of most shippers pressing the pause button. The expectation is that the pent-up supply will now make its way back into the supply chain and hence back into our organization.
Calkins says the whipsaw environment is anything but ideal for business.
We really prefer to have really steady, certain trade relations so that we can manage more optimally. This is not a great scenario for us.
In Atlanta, I'm Ivan Rodriguez.
Across the ocean, as a result of President Trump's trade war, Europe's claims its economy is going to slow considerably. Europe is in the middle of negotiating a deal with the United States. Coming up next on Apple Valley News Now, live at 6, we're bringing you local educational news, plus more on the severe weather slamming parts of the country, how long the storms will last.
And here's a live picture from our Skycam network in Pasco, thanks to our Dust Devils camera. Beautiful conditions right now. Will that continue? Stacy has your first alert forecast on the other side of the break.
Saved is a lifetime earned. Numerica Credit Union. Money where it matters.
At Prosser Memorial Health, we believe in providing expert care close to home. That's why we're proud to offer urology services with Dr. Joshua Spinlove, a board-certified urologist at Prosser Urology Center. From prostate health to kidney stone treatment, Dr. Spinlove brings over a decade of experience and advanced personalized care to serve patients throughout the region. To schedule an appointment with Dr. Spinlove, call the Prosser Urology Center at 509-786-5599 or learn more at prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
All right, everybody. I know it's easy to forget things, but we don't want you to miss this new deal from US Cellular. Save big with our best price ever. Just $15 a line when you get 4 lines.
Ooh, I can save enough to buy a gift for my understanding wife.
Sorry, I'm late. Ooh, that's a great deal. I have a facial. This was fun.
Oh, come on. You have flowers? Save big with our best price ever. Just $15 a line when you get 4 lines. US Cellular, built for us.
Like most people, my days are nonstop. When I'm working, I need to stay focused. I'm not worried about my finances. That's why I went looking for a bank that makes managing my money effortless. Apple was exactly what I needed. Helpful people with easy-to-use tools. Now, I spend less time stressing about money and more time doing the things I enjoy. Where do you credit union?
Hi, I'm renovation expert Scott McGilvery. I know bath remodeling, and I've seen all the gimmicks. Buy now, half off, free installation. This is why I work with Bathfitter. With 40 years of experience and 2 million installs, I trust their integrity. Bathfitter gives you a fair price and sticks to it with a lifetime warranty. You don't need gimmicks, just a partner you can trust. Bathfitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
For more than a decade, Farxiga has been trusted again and again and again. Ask your doctor about Farxiga.
Which automaker employs the most hourly workers in the country? Ford. Which automaker assembles the most vehicles in the country? Ford. That's not a coincidence. It's a commitment. A commitment Ford dealers share by offering employee pricing across a full lineup of Ford vehicles.
Now get employee pricing available across a full lineup of Ford trucks and SUVs. Employee pricing, you pay what we pay. Only from your local Ford dealer.
The awesome Hiawatha Trail. Fly the Northwest, Tuesday night at 6.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Apple Valley News Now, live at 6. A new bill signed into law by Governor Ferguson, Senate Bill 5543, is set to expand the college-bound scholarship program to more students. The president of CBC says that previously a student would only qualify once they completed high school and didn't have any felonies. Well, now, under a new law, it's expanded to serve more students to be able to qualify for the college-bound program. The president says this means a student who has completed a high school diploma equivalent, like a GED, would also have access to this resource to pursue a higher education.
This program is really going to be a great bridge for students coming out of GED programs, like the one we have here at CBC, to help them to be eligible to go right into college and cover the cost, tuition, fees, and stipend for books and materials.
The president says this new resource should be available for those with a GED as soon as this fall, for anyone looking to start their classes this year. Well, across much of the country, communities are dealing with a relentless stretch of severe weather.
At least 28 people have been killed since Friday, and more strong storms are expected today. Patrick Cornell reports.
A rainbow hanging over the site of semi-trucks tossed off Interstate 70 in Grinnell, Kansas. That community and others nearby receiving extensive damage from tornadoes on Sunday, according to the National Weather Service.
I got damage to my roof, or the chimney on the other side's gone. I still got bricks on the roof. Stuff came through the windows and I guess flew around inside the house.
Ferocious storms have torn through hundreds of miles of the U.S. for 5 straight days, generating about 100 tornado reports.
Oh my God.
Including this one near Bennett, Colorado over the weekend. The sheriff's office reporting only structural damage. An EF3 rocking St. Louis Friday, killing at least 5 and damaging or destroying thousands of buildings. No place suffering more loss than Laurel County, Kentucky, where at least 17 people died.
Right now, in Laurel County, we just need prayers.
That community still surveying the destruction and helping neighbors get back on their feet.
We're out here to help each other. You know, we all need to stand together.
The threat far from over. Monday evening into the night, tens of millions of people in the path of severe weather, all the way into the southeast, with 17 million in the Plains and Mississippi Valley at the greatest risk of seeing strong tornadoes. I'm Patrick Cornell reporting.
And this severe weather threat will then shift east tomorrow, targeting parts of Mississippi, Ohio, and the Tennessee valleys.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And we'll take a look at our first alert radar, where we're seeing some lightning strikes out here just east of Connell, around just a little bit north of Dayton. But we could potentially be seeing some thunder and lightning this evening, especially by the foothills of the Blues. We're also seeing these strong gusty winds, sustained winds right now in Yakima, 22 miles an hour, 66 degrees. Weimar Skycam is moving around due to those strong gusty winds. This front, it's quick moving. That's why you're feeling all these winds, and it's pushing through some scattered showers and, of course, strong gusty winds. Overall, we don't expect a lot of moisture out of this. We didn't think that on Saturday, but we got quite a few. But here's that moisture we're looking at potentially around the foothills of the Blues, the Pendleton area, maybe up towards Tollgate in that area as well. Overall, heading into Wednesday, though, things will start to calm down around the area, including the gusty winds. Now, Futurecast showing our wind staying pretty blustery all night tonight, especially in the foothills of the Blues, right on into the Yakima and Kittitas Valley. Starting your day tomorrow, a little bit breezy, especially in the Hermiston and Dayton areas. Ellensburg also will see those winds kind of come and go, but much calmer than we were seeing today, with some gusts 30 and 40 miles an hour. So it's been pretty blustery today. Let's take a look at some of our totals for tomorrow wind-wise, and it's going to be breezy, as you can see, through most of the area. We are not at action stage, but Kittitas Valley once again seeing gusts 40 to 45 miles per hour. All right, let's talk temperatures for tonight. We're going to be down in the 40s 40s all through the area. A little bit cooler tonight in Ellensburg at 37. It's feeling much cooler than that because of those gusty winds. And, you know, we are below the average. Average temperatures in Yakima usually 75. We're not going to be seeing the warm temperatures until Sunday and Monday, which is good news if you have outdoor plans for the Memorial Weekend holiday. Also going to see those 80s in the Tri-Cities and Hermiston, with temperatures gradually getting up to close to our average. Walla Walla staying just below average and then warming up for Sunday and Monday. Planning your day tomorrow, look for 40s and 50s out the door. Lunchtime, you'll see 50s and 60s to just touching under 70 degrees as we get there. 7-day planner, again, we've got those breezy winds, temperatures in the 70s though, and then there's those 80-degree temps heading into Memorial Day. Breezy winds once again in the Yakima area with, again, a chance of showers, slight chance of showers on and off throughout the week. Ellensburg also looking at winds 40 to 45, windy tomorrow, and we'll see 80 degrees possibly on Memorial Day Monday. Walla Walla looking at breezy winds. Be listening in Walla Walla tonight for a thunder boomer. We are seeing a few of those starting to pop up already. And in Hermiston, we'll have those breezy winds with temperatures looking nice for Sunday and Monday. So perfect for that holiday weekend. Nice. It's always dicey to go camping Memorial Weekend in the Pacific Northwest. You never know what you're going to get. So
life's like a box of chocolates.
There you go. That's it.
Put a sweet twist on it.
The weather's like a box of chocolates.
Got to make something sweet out of it. All right. Thank you so much, Stacey.
Thanks, Stace. Up next on Apple Valley News Now live at 6. If you haven't seen this video yet, we're talking about the before and after moments of that Mexican Navy training ship. It slammed into the Brooklyn Bridge.
Yeah, we'll have all that and more when we come back.
Lifetime Dental is committed to providing the best dental care in the Tri-Cities by treating patients like family, as well as providing a healthy work-life balance for the team. Hear what their doctors have to say.
I think developing that relationship with a patient is where you get the trust. And then with the trust is when you can really kind of build on these treatment plans and provide the best care for them so that the outcome is most predictable and that they're the most satisfied. I think my passion kind of more stems from the problem-solving aspect of dentistry. So I really like getting complex patients that need a lot of different needs and kind of figuring out a plan that incorporates like good dentistry to kind of solve their problems. I think I just get that emotional recharge from just kind of spending quality time with family. So my 2 girls and then my wife. So we try and get out of the house and get up in the mountains or go to the beach and just kind of do quality things together. And that's kind of where I get my most recharge from, for sure.
Lifetime Dental Care, located at Queensgate, voted best dentist in the Tri-Cities 9 times.
Get 2.9% APR for 60 months on a 2025 Cadillac Lyriq. Visit your Yakima and Tri-Cities Cadillac dealer today.
Yakima Federal Savings and Loan was founded in 1905 and has kept your money safe and sound for 120 years. Your deposits at YakFed help people buy homes and build strong communities. We believe in giving back, proudly supporting local events and organizations that make a difference where we all live and work. With 10 local branch locations, we're committed to our communities and keeping your money secure. Experience the difference. Call, click, or come by and make the switch today.
What's great about basketball? Almost everything.
What's not great about basketball? The term three-pointer.
Boring.
Instead, let's just call them triple plays.
Check it out. Hit it, Steve.
Roberts has it, fires. It's a triple play.
It actually works.
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, including go-karts, mini golf, and many more, all attached to a cozy hotel.
Complete coincidence that's also the name of where we work.
Not engineered by marketing, no way. Okay, so you didn't win the new car Legends giveaway in April. Well, guess what? The Palace of Prizes continues in May, where you could win a new Kia K5 as part of our 27th anniversary month. Use your Legends rewards card to earn entries for our Thursday drawings. Win up to $10,000 in cash at 9 p.m. Then come in on May 29th for a chance to win a new Kia K5. Hey, we know you had to spend that tax refund on new gutters for the house. This month, it's time to park a new ride in front of your Palace. Only at Legends Casino Hotel.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. In today's Caught on Camera, we're seeing a lot of footage of the devastating severe weather. That's why we do want to show you this.
Hey, man, it's a tornado, man. We're in a tornado. Oh, oh.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay, a little bit more about what you just saw here. 38-year-old Lindell Briscoe recorded the moment his neighbor's roof was ripped off by a tornado. This was in St. Louis, Missouri. He had been standing on his front porch when he saw that roof come flying at him. He ran inside his house and that section of roof landed right on his front lawn, so just right nearby him. Wow.
Unbelievable.
All right, well, now take a look at the before and after moments of when a Mexican Navy training ship crashed into New York City's Brooklyn Bridge.
Yeah, here is the video. So 2 crew members died in the crash and more than a dozen others were injured. Crowds are seen gathering around the ship as sailors are seen on the mast of the ship. With the videos that we're seeing, what appears to be a tugboat is also seen in one of the videos colliding with the Navy ship. Then, as the ship's mast collapses under the bridge, the NTSB is now investigating the crash. But yeah, look at that. Wow. I mean, imagine you're on an amazing tour of New York City and then you see that. You know? Wow. So crazy.
Yeah.
All right, still ahead on Apple Valley News Now, live at 6.
A special swearing in, a new member of the Benton County Sheriff's Office. You won't want to miss that one.
Early warnings, accurate forecasts.
Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather.
Hi, I'm Rowdy with Total Energy Management. For 40 years, we've been keeping the Tri-Cities comfortable with top-notch heating and air conditioning services. We take pride in delivering exceptional service and unbeatable deals. Right now, you can save big with up to $4,900 in rebates and tax credits on a new Carrier heating and cooling system. So turn to the experts at Total Energy Management to ensure your house has the perfect temperature year-round. Visit TEMINC.com or call 946-4500 to learn more.
Do you like this one? I think this is my favorite. Okay. Hon, what do you think of this one?
When it's time for an update or complete remodel, Rebath is with you every step of the way.
Wow, is this going to be ready in time for the baby?
Absolutely. From design and products to removal and installation, we handle the entire process to create a beautiful and functional bathroom for whatever your life needs. Rebath, with you every step of the way. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $500 off your tub or shower update.
Hi there, I'm Stacy Lee, and it's time again for the Great American Flag Swap. Bring your worn or tattered U.S. flag to Rick's Custom Fencing and Decking in Kennewick this Tuesday between 11 and 2 and swap it for a brand new Made in the USA American flag.
At Rick's Custom Fencing and Decking, we take pride in honoring the American flag. As Memorial Day approaches, we remember those who have served for our country. Our commitment to quality craftsmanship, superior service, and community support is a reflection of our love for this great nation. Join us this Memorial Day in honoring those who serve.
Wild Horse Resort and Casino is bringing you an electrifying night with the iconic Grammy-nominated rock band Queensryche on Sunday, May 25th. Feel the energy and experience chart-topping hits like Jet City Woman and Silent Lucidity. Now's your chance to witness the unmistakable sound of one of rock's most celebrated bands who've sold over 30 million albums worldwide. Tickets are on sale now at wildhorseresort.com or on the app. Plus, every ticket is good for $5 free play. Queensryche at Wild Horse Resort and Casino, Pendleton.
An accident can shatter your life. The award-winning team at Tamaki Law can put your life back together.
I'm attorney Jeff Kreutz.
And I'm attorney Megan Changaroya.
Thank you, Tri-Cities, for voting us Best Personal Injury and Best Overall Law Firm.
We are so honored and grateful to serve this amazing community.
If you've been seriously injured, call the law firm that has served Central Washington for 30 years. Call Tamaki Law and get your life back.
There's a reason Chevy is called the heartbeat of America. A heartbeat strong, steady, unwavering. Like the people who keep this country moving. For them, only America's most dependable truck will do. In every Chevy truck, like every Chevy driver, dependability comes standard.
Get the freedom to save and 0.9% financing for 60 months on this Silverado. That's over $6,600 in average finance savings. See your community Chevy dealers.
It was an old rail line. Now it's one of the most awesome treks in America.
Tunnels and the trestles. Wow.
The Hiawatha Trail. Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
Next, E.T.
I'm trying to deliver for you, okay?
We're with Tom Cruise bringing the final reckoning to New York City, plus our Gwyneth Paltrow exclusive, and the real-life Lilo comes to Hollywood. Next, E.T.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Welcome back, everybody. It's a perfect sign-in ceremony for the Benton County Sheriff's Office.
Yeah, Sheriff Croskrey officially swore in K-9 officers Sir Edward and Riff. K-9 Sir Edward, also known as Eddie, and K-9 Riff received personalized badges and signed their oath with their paw prints.
I love that. Sir Eddie, or Sir Edward,
yeah.
And then you can also, when he's chill, call him Eddie.
There you go.
Their paw prints, all right. So Deputy Bergman and Deputy Surfless will be their handlers and stood by their canines as they were sworn in. Sheriff Croskrey says the officers are already making a positive impact.
The region's only live and local news at 6:30 is coming up right now.
That's right. So we want to tell you about water safety at the forefront of everyone's minds. This as temperatures warm up and people take to the waters in our region.
Plus, if you need to trade in that Old Glory, we're going to tell you how you can get a new American flag for free.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6:30 on your side.
Well, thanks so much for staying with us. I'm Austin Reed. That is Wendy Redman. And here we go. You know, many of us across the region have had to carry the umbrellas with us over the last few days.
Yeah, so the question is, can we put them away? I think my kids will still not, though, Stacy, because they're just an accessory my little kiddos love to carry around regardless.
They are a great accessory for sure. And yeah, I wouldn't quite put them away yet tonight. In fact, I'm tracking some lightning. Things have gotten exciting here out towards Colotus, the Colotus-Washtucknut area, seeing some lightning bolts this evening. And again, that's possible throughout the evening, especially in the foothills of the Blues. Let's take a look at Yakima and Tri-Cities. We're seeing some breezy winds in both locations. Get that Apple Valley News Now weather app, QR code right there, and download it to your phone. It alerts you immediately. It's my favorite feature on the app. 60s and 70s for our temperatures outside. Let's talk winds. It's been very blustery, and you could see very, very windy. The good news is winds will start to decrease after about 11 o'clock tonight. Here's some of our totals around the area. This is what we've been dealing with all afternoon. Not a good hair day, that's for sure. Temperatures in the 50s and 60s, decreasing to the 50s and 60s also by 8 and down in the 40s and 50s a little bit later. So look for increasing clouds, some stray showers moving through. Mild Tuesday, Wednesday. We have another system that's going to develop for Thursday into Friday, but get ready. We have a very nice Memorial Day weekend ahead. I'll give you that full forecast coming up. Austin, Wendy.
Stacy, thank you. All new at 6:30 tonight, the Walla Walla Police Department is searching for people involved in a shooting that happened downtown over the weekend. Officers were called to the intersection of South 6th Avenue and West Main Street after reports of a shooting. They say they found a 32-year-old Walla Walla man on the sidewalk who had been shot several times. Witnesses reported seeing people running from the area around the time of the shooting. Now, the man was taken to the hospital. His current condition is unknown, but if you have any information about this, just call the number on your screen. Well, with summer heating up, it's fast approaching too. More people are heading to rivers and lakes to cool off.
As Apple Valley News Now's William Albert reports, officials say the water can be more dangerous than it looks, and they're urging everyone to take extra precautions.
As temperatures begin to climb, it's no surprise people will begin to head to rivers, lakes, and streams. But before you dive in, first responders want you to know what you're jumping into.
Rivers and streams that we have around here are fast moving, and the temperatures often remain cold even in summertime. They can still, at the peak of summer, still be anywhere between 55 to 60 degrees, so hypothermia can set in.
Chilly temperatures can lead to hypothermia, and even on the hottest days, that's not the only risk. Captain Jason Langston says safety gear can make all the difference.
So we recommend everyone wear life jackets anytime they're in the river or around any kind of body of water that's uncontrolled outside like a pool or something along those lines.
And with big events like the Water Follies coming up, organizers are taking extra steps to make sure people are both safe on and off the water.
Yeah, we have patrol boats on the water. We have rescue sleds. We have a lot of rescue first responders, people, on the bank.
Still, not every situation is preventable. Langston says the most heartbreaking calls are the ones that could have been avoided.
I've been on several calls that have been unfortunately like unattended drowning, so kids getting into pools, incidents like that, or the overconfident people that have said, hey, this won't happen to me.
His message, respect the water, know your limits, and never assume it can't happen to you. In Kennewick, William Albert, Apple Valley News Now.
Officials say drowning can happen in just a matter of seconds, often silently, and even to strong swimmers. So as you head out to enjoy the water this summer, be sure to stay alert, stay equipped, and never go alone.
Well, new at 6:30 now, the Benton Franklin Health District says it is seeing a spike in cases of the stomach flu across our region. That nasty virus, also known as norovirus, is easily spread from person to person and is commonly...
So according to the health district, these symptoms are sudden and can include fever, chills, body aches, diarrhea, and vomiting. Most people recover within 24 to 48 hours. But older adults and infants are at greater risk for dehydration and complications. That means they should be monitored closely and taken to the hospital if necessary. It is also important to note that hand sanitizer does not work well against norovirus. A bill that's key to President Donald Trump's agenda is moving forward. It's heading to the House Rules Committee after a vote late last night. Amy Kiley has more on the legislation and its potential timeline.
Tonight, the House Budget Committee took a critical step to passing the One Big Beautiful Bill Act and making President Trump's America First vision a reality for the American people.
A bill that changes Medicaid and extends trillions of dollars in tax cuts is now over a key hurdle. That's after the House Budget Committee passed it late yesterday. The rare Sunday night vote is part of the Republican effort to get the measure on the floor this week. Now, House Speaker Mike Johnson is trying to get GOP moderates and fiscal hawks to come together.
I'm absolutely convinced we're going to get this in final form and pass it in accordance with our original deadline, and that was to do it before Memorial Day.
The bill creates new work requirements for Medicaid recipients. The program provides health coverage for about 72 million Americans. They include children, seniors, people with disabilities, parents, and adults without dependents.
There is nothing wrong with us bringing the government in balance, but there is a problem when that balance comes on the back of working men and women.
Last night's passage follows a failed Budget Committee vote on Friday. That's due to a few hardline Republicans who wanted changes, like moving up the timeline for Medicaid work requirements.
This bill falls profoundly short. It does not do what we say it does with respect to deficits.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
The bill is now closer to a full vote in the House. Well, if you own an old American flag and are looking to get it replaced, you will have the opportunity to do so tomorrow.
Yeah, my mic is back, so here I go. If you're looking to participate, it is set to kick off at 11 o'clock in the morning. The director says it will go on until 2 in the afternoon. The event is happening at Rick's Fencing in Kennewick. The event director for Rick's, Taylor Stanley, says the event is a great way to show patriotism.
This is a great spot where people just feel a lot of patriotism. We definitely do as well. We love to be able to showcase that in this environment, so we're happy to host these. It's such a fun event.
Also, tickets for the Walla Walla Music Festival will be raffled out, and you will be able to see some familiar faces from the Apple Valley News Now team being on your side by helping you replace your flags.
Coming up next, President Trump signs the Take It Down Act. We'll tell you more about how it aims to reduce explicit deepfake images.
And here's a live picture from Richland. Stacey Lee is up next with your new Work Week First Alert weather forecast.
The awesome Hiawatha Trail. Fly the Northwest, Tuesday night at 6.
It's the Click It RV Union Gap Pre-Memorial Day Sales Event. Huge manufacturer's discounts from Forest River, StarCraft, and more. Get 0 down financing and no payment for 90 days. And get top dollar for your trade. And as our way of saying thank you, active military and veterans get a $500 parts and service card. And talk about giveaways. Win a StarCraft trailer or $30,000 in cash. And get a 65-inch TV with every purchase. Nobody beats a Click It RV deal. We guarantee it. So don't miss the Click It RV Union Gap Pre-Memorial Day Sales Event. May 18th to the 30th.
Seattle-born stand-up comedian and impressionist Adam Ray, live at Legends Casino, Friday, July 11th. Known best for his Netflix special, Adam Ray is Dr. Phil Unleashed, as well as his popular YouTube channel.
If you don't know what Citizens App is, it's an app you can put on your phone that notifies you of all the danger that's lurking. That sounds like fun. Yeah, there's a lot of people cooking for Cocoa Puffs right outside your door.
Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop. Don't miss Adam Ray, live on July 11th at Legends Casino in Toppenish.
Regain your quality of life with expert spine care at Prosser Memorial Health. Neurological spine surgeon Dr. David Yam, with over 20 years of experience, specializes in comprehensive spine care, minimally invasive surgery, and disc replacement. Dr. Yam is now seeing patients at our new Spine Center locations in Prosser and Walla Walla. Call 509-786-5599 today to schedule your appointment. New, returning, and second opinion patients welcome. The new Spine Center at Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
Fiction at J. Bookwalter presents the Chapter 2 Hospitality 2025 Concert Series. Live music in the best company, friends, food, and spirit at Fiction at J. Bookwalter now through October. Check our concert series lineup and times by going to bookwalterwines.com under the Shop tab or use our QR code here. The Chapter 2 Hospitality 2025 Concert Series. Proceeds benefiting the Children's Hospital and WSU.
Visit your Yakima and Tri-Cities Cadillac dealer today.
All right, everybody. I know it's easy to forget things, but we don't want you to miss this new deal from US Cellular. Save big with our best price ever. Just $15 a line when you get 4 lines.
Ooh, I can save enough to buy a gift for my understanding wife.
Sorry, I'm late. Ooh, that's a great deal. I have a facial. This was fun.
Oh, come on. You have flowers? Save big with our best price ever. Just $15 a line when you get 4 lines. US Cellular, built for us.
Celebrate Walla Walla is back. June 19th through 21st. 3 days of world-class wine. Tour vineyards with winemakers. Expand your palate and don't miss the block party. This is Walla Walla Valley at its finest. Tickets are on sale now. Secure yours today.
President Trump signs the Take It Down Act. Victims of explicit deepfakes are now protected by federal law.
Cheryl Hubbard reports victims can now take legal action against people who share non-consensual, explicit deepfake images online.
President Donald Trump, alongside the First Lady, signed the Take It Down Act today. The federal law will criminalize the sharing of non-consensual, explicit deep fakes, images in which a person's face is superimposed on a nude body using artificial intelligence without their permission. The president says anyone convicted of intentionally distributing explicit images without the subject's consent will face time in prison.
We will not tolerate online sexual exploitation, and especially it's gone on at levels that nobody's ever seen before. It's getting worse and worse, and I think this is going to hopefully stop it.
First Lady Melania Trump said the law was a powerful first step in protecting America's youth.
As First Lady, my Be Best initiative is focused on improving children's well-being, encouraging kindness, and creating a safer online environment for our youth. Today, I'm proud to say that the values of Be Best will be reflected in the law of the land.
The law will also require tech platforms to take an active role in combating the issue, requiring them to remove such images within 48 hours of being notified about them.
The Take It Down Act will protect victims of digital exploitation, hold internet platforms accountable by requiring them to remove such imagery from their platforms.
The act received bipartisan support in Congress.
The yeas are 409, the nays are 2.
I'm Sherelle Hubbard reporting.
Yeah, there was Representative Dan Newhouse. Previously, federal law prohibited creating or sharing realistic, AI-generated explicit images of children, but laws protecting adult victims varied by state and did not exist nationwide.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And it's been a windy afternoon. You can see our trees blowing, our windmills are moving. It is very blustery out there. Winds are sustained at 16, but we're gusting 20 and 30 miles an hour this evening. 73 degrees on our Yakima Fed Skycam, and a few clouds rolling around as we do have some thunder and lightning activity moving through the Colotis area and also near La Grande in those southern portion of the Blue Mountains. So this could be pretty active throughout the evening. So again, be listening for some thunder. If the thunder roars, you got to head indoors. Radar and satellite, this is a quick moving system. It'll push through and start to clear up and move out of the area later this evening. Futurecast is showing overall mostly cloudy skies with those pockets of rain moving through the area. Even tomorrow, a little bit unsettled, but overall we should remain dry. I do see a couple of pop-up showers here and there, very brief if at all. We are dealing with these strong gusty winds all through the area, as you can see, and our Futurecast shows us staying windy pretty much all night tonight. Sometime after 11 or so, though, things will calm down briefly. You'll see some breezy winds to start your day in the foothills here, Hermiston area, also Ellensburg, and it'll be breezy, but not as bad as it was today and over the weekend. So again, be dealing with those breezy and gusty winds picking up tomorrow evening in the Kittitas Valley and those Mountain Gap regions. Here's what we're thinking wind-wise through the area, anywhere from 40 to 45 mile an hour gusts in the Kittitas Valley. Some of the mountain passes 20 and 30 miles an hour, 30 to 35 miles an hour in the foothills of the Blues. Columbia Basin 20 and 35. 20 to 30 tomorrow in the Yakima Valley. Overnight tonight, we're going to be pretty mild. You can see the chilly temperatures in those upper elevations, Cabbage Hill, Toll Gate, down around the freezing level, and some of those systems could produce a few snowflakes. They won't stick, but there it is. Temperatures tonight in the 40s. We are below average. We're typically 75 this time of year in Yakima. We'll start to see those warmer temperatures getting into your Memorial Day weekend. We've also been below our average here, almost 10 degrees in the Tri-Cities, with a nice warm up coming Sunday and Monday. Walla Walla also below average temperature wise, but they'll see a nice little pickup there Sunday and Monday. Here's your day tomorrow. We're in the 40s and 50s and 60s, middle of the day, and you'll see the 60s. We might be able to get close to 70 or just under it through most of our areas. 69 is what we're thinking tomorrow for the high with those breezy winds. 70s moving into your Memorial weekend, and Sunday, Monday, we'll see the 80s. There are slight chances of rain, little percentages on and off in the Yakima Valley this week with those 80-degree temps beginning on Sunday. For Ellensburg, another windy day there tomorrow and a slight chance of showers passing through with slight chances of rain right into the first part of the weekend. Right on through into Monday. That'll be the nicest day there in the Ellensburg area. Walla Walla also breezy. Showers possible, and we have a system developing Thursday into Friday, which could bring some more rain to the region. And in Hermiston, look for some breezy winds tomorrow. Slight chance of rain Thursday, 80-degree temps for Sunday, Monday. So overall, I'm thinking looks like a promising Memorial Day weekend so far. Yeah, no, don't
That's
say
what
anything.
I have to say to that.
I'm not going to jinx it.
Well, my daughters have their birthday party. It's their birthday this weekend. And we're doing it on Saturday. I was hoping we were going to do it Sunday because it's going to be
Warmer.
in the 80s. Yeah, and we've got to, oh, you know what? Oh, wait, no, they already know. We got a pool. I was about to break the news, but no, they already know. We have a pool, so anyways. But, Sunday's warm.
Yeah.
But who knows? It's still early in the week.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hopefully you get to enjoy that.
I do too.
Thanks for spilling the beans on
that. No, they already know. All right, still ahead on your news at 6:30 when Mr. and Mrs. Blizzard were getting married in Texas.
Yeah, and guess who found out about it? DQ. All right, so we'll tell you all about their nuptials when we come back.
Here comes the sun. Get moving with a new car from Overturf Kia. Find your ride with the new 2025 Kia Carnival LXS. Named best in class for cargo and passenger space. Now just $38,990. Plus, get 3.9% interest for up to 48 months. Overturf Kia at the base of the Blue Bridge in Kennewick.
My name is Michael McDonnell. I am a stomach doctor or a gastroenterologist. I'm also a hepatologist, so I do the liver and then the gut and the pancreas. The colonoscopy is something that we do on a daily basis. We think it's very simple, it's very straightforward, and once you're done, you're going to say, oh, that was no big deal. We find early colon cancer. It's curable. It's easily curable, and I mean really curable.
The magic continues when Alice steps into the $185,000 prize land at Wild Horse Resort and Casino. Join in the madness with $16,000 in cash and prizes every Friday and Saturday, and a chance to multiply your prize up to $4,000 cash. Rack up entries with a multiplier on Mondays, and hurry, don't be late for a very important grand prize day. May 31st, 4 winners and someone wins $20,000 cash. Wild Horse Resort and Casino. Celebrate 3 decades of fun.
When uncertainty falls upon your freedom, you need an unwavering champion. We're dedicated to not just tipping the scales in your favor, but also delivering an unwavering and relentless defense. With over 5 decades of experience, we'll fiercely defend your freedom and secure the most favorable outcome. Your best defense, Quantum Legal.
I'm a martial artist, a skydiver, a pilot, and all of them require your feet to work. Get up in the morning, and it felt like I was standing on marbles on my heel. When I went into the Good Feet store, the fitting was personalized. It was all about me. You put in the arch supports, and your day becomes better, and the sun shines, the unicorns run by, and, it's a good life. I'm Randy, and that's my Good Feet story.
See for yourself with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
Ryan wants to get every new device that's smart. I'm wondering, how can the internet handle all of this?
We have Spectrum Internet. We use it for everything. Homework, remote work from home, doing research for trips.
Spectrum Internet allows us to do things faster and more conveniently.
I feel like that's a win-win for everybody.
Fast, reliable internet starting at $30 a month, backed by the Spectrum commitment to keep you connected.
Operation Best Friend, sponsored by the Manthei Group Cross Country Mortgage.
Welcome back, everybody. Time for What's Trending. And in North Texas, a match made in desert heaven caught the attention.
Or dessert heaven.
Oh, dessert. Oh,
Even
what did,
better.
Oh, there's 2 S's there. My bad.
Yeah, twice as nice.
Yes, dessert heaven. It caught the attention, though, of Dairy Queen.
It did. So meet Mr. and Mrs. Blizzard. Yep, that's their real last name. And when DQ found out about their upcoming nuptials, the company stepped in to help make their engagement and wedding even sweeter.
They got a dreamy photo shoot at a DQ in Dallas and custom merch for their bachelor and bachelorette parties. DQ served up blizzards instead of a traditional wedding cake at the couple's reception. Now that's what you call a sweet love story.
That is.
Yeah.
That's pretty nice.
Very nice.
All right, something they'll never forget.
Well, sorry, you want to take this?
Sure.
Okay.
The iconic voice of the late James Earl Jones is living on in a video game.
Okay, Fortnite players can now recruit and speak to Darth Vader in the game, and they will hear Jones' voice respond back with the help of AI technology.
That's right. As most know, Jones voiced Vader in the Star Wars films, and this new venture is being done a collaboration with his family. So that's pretty cool.
You know another voice that James Earl Jones did? This is CNN.
Very
Remember
good.
that?
I like how you
Thank you. I dropped it down. We'll be right back with a final look at weather and
your reason to smile coming up.
At Smoke City for Less, we understand every smoker is unique. Explore our over 1,500 vape flavors and specialty curated selection of tobacco products. Your perfect flavor and blend awaits at any of Smoke City for Less 6 locations. Save your pennies. Smoke City for Less has the lowest prices. Find the best vape mods, batteries, kratom, and specialty products too. Our knowledgeable staff is always on hand to provide personalized recommendations. Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
Since 1968, Sundown M Ranch has helped over 200,000 patients and families recover from the effects of substance use disorders.
I was ashamed, humiliated, and not sure if I could be helped, but I listened and found a completely different way to live by spending time at Sundown.
I did not believe there was a way out of the dark hole my life had become. Sundown M Ranch provided a foundation for me to find a new way to live.
Sundown M Ranch. Today is the first day of the rest of your life.
Just like you, I'm working towards buying my first home.
I'm saving for my children's future.
Like you, I want financial tools that make my life easier.
At Hapo, we're more than employees. We're people just like you, and we understand what really matters.
Just like you,
we're planning for our future.
And I care about making a difference.
We're here to help you navigate life's milestones, big and small, because we're just like you. Join us at Hapo today.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through June 30th, receive rebates up to $4,500 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air.
Hi there, I'm Stacy Lee, and it's time again for the Great American Flag Swap. Bring your worn or tattered U.S. flag to Rick's Custom Fencing and Decking in Kennewick this Tuesday between 11 and 2 and swap it for a brand new Made in the USA American flag.
At Rick's Custom Fencing and Decking, we take pride in honoring the American flag. As Memorial Day approaches, we remember those who have served for our country. Our commitment to quality craftsmanship, superior service, and community support is a reflection of our love for this great nation. Join us this Memorial Day in honoring those who serve.
Life. It's a crazy thing when you think about it. It's either about making memories or remembering those moments that matter most. Broadmoor RV has been serving families and its community in the Pacific Northwest for over 20 years. From travel trailers to toy haulers, truck campers, motorhomes, and fifth wheels, we have what you need to start creating memories with the ones you love. So get out there and make those memories last a lifetime. Broadmoor RV. We make camping fun.
The awesome Hiawatha Trail. Fly the Northwest, Tuesday night at 6.
And welcome back. We wait for it, the reason to smile. And I don't know, this might make you smile, I guess. Thanks.
If you wanted it.
And by the way, you know, I forgot, Raphael, thanks for sending the video. You guys can send weather videos in as well. It comes right on through, but that was that downpour on Saturday. There was a couple of them. So Raphael sent this in from Kennewick, and yeah, we had just barely got in from walking the dogs and the downpour came. Went to the Dust Devil game, left a little early, missed the other downpour. So I'm fair weathered, as you guys can tell.
Timing it out right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, QR code, top of your screen. That's how you get your photo on TV, thanks to Lifetime Dental Care. Real quick, let's plan your day tomorrow. It's going to be much nicer, still a little bit breezy, but not nearly like we've had today. Temperatures on the cooler side. We are below average for this time of year, but some folks like Austin like these cooler temperatures. He runs hot in here, so I personally will be wearing another sweater.
Me as well.
Okay.
All right, well, that'll do it for us. Thanks for joining us.
Hoping your news is good news.
Have a good night.